Hi-yo, YouTube! My name is Dexter, and welcome back to Gearbits, where Arrival. I don't believe this is a mission that I can play, but the reinforcements from the Core Worlds land on Orant. The battleship that was sent from the Core Worlds has now entered communications range. We've been in contact with the crew and are now aware of their objectives. The ship is called the Regolith. It is crewed by a special unit known as the Nighthawks. The Nighthawks have gained notoriety from their operations as an independent strike group, taking on various operations across the colonies. Upon arriving at Orant, the Nighthawks will take charge of all operations until the Ledipid invasion has been quelled. The Regolith will land on Orant in a few days. The landing site will be near Kano Base. The crew and equipment from the ship will be stored here until they are shipped to the various key points on the front. It will be a challenge adjusting to our new allies and command structure. Nevertheless, I urge you all to offer your full cooperation to the Nighthawks. Together we can put a swift end to the Ledipid invasion. A few days later, the massive ship lands on Orant. The Talon squad is dispatched to the landing site to help transport the cargo. The Regolith landing site. I am First General Marshal Varna Rostrum, the leader of the Nighthawks. And this is the Commodore Captain, my second in command. Commodore Captain Karn Lager at your service. My name is Arno Contrail. I'm the commander of Kano Base. Welcome to Orant. No need for pleasantries. In fact, there's very little I need from you. Let's make this clear, I am here to do a job. I am an expert, and I don't need advice from some backwater post commanders. If you need anything from me, you don't bother me. You ask Captain Lager, and he decides if it's worth my time. Understood? Understood, but I'm sure that you'd like to meet with the generals. You will be taking charge of operations, after all. Obviously. Then please follow me. Captain, put the locals to work. Yes, sir. You there, come here. Me? I was under the impression that you were made aware that the Nighthawks will be in command from now on. Yeah, I heard something about that. Sounds like you didn't hear it clearly enough. Get to work. Yes, sir. The ship's cargo was quickly transported to the base. With the new weapons and allies, the people of Orant would have a better chance at ending the Ledipid invasion. The Nighthawks were quick to take control and immediately began planning an offensive into the Ledipid territory. Alright, so enough talking. Angle of attack. Start the counteroffensive against the Ledipids. This is an important day. We will start our first joint operation with the Nighthawks and take the first steps towards reclaiming Orant. The leader of the Nighthawks, First General Marshal Varna Rostrum, will now explain the operation. We will now commence our counterattack on the Ledipids and begin our campaign to take back the space elevator. The area surrounding the space elevator is blanketed by impenetrable swarms of roaming Ledipids. Any ground forces approaching the city would get caught by the swarms and immediately destroyed. Our best option is to bomb them from long range. Our ship, the Regolith, is more than capable of deploying enough ordnance to annihilate every bug on the planet. The only problem is the rapid and unpredictable movements of the swarms, which makes bombing them very difficult. The Ledos are too spread out to be destroyed effectively. Fortunately, they are very unintelligent and predictable. You will take advantage of this and use long-range artillery to herd the swarms into a single point. Once we have all the bugs in one place, we'll fire at the cluster with the Regolith's main cannon. This will allow us to destroy a vast quantity of Ledos with a single strike. Once the Ledipid mass has been removed, we will commence Phase 2 of the operation and advance onto the city. The Nighthawks will take care of the Regolith and the sky. Your mission will be to assure the safety of our ground assets. We will deploy artillery cannons at strategic points from which they can fire on the swarms and drive them to the strike zone. Each one of these is instrumental in completing the mission and ensuring victory. Do not allow a single cannon to be destroyed. Once we have confirmed sufficient reduction in the Ledipid mass, you will retreat to the staging area and begin preparations for Phase 2 of the operation. Commodore Captain Lager will now explain the special equipment you will use during the mission. The Regolith I swear I can read. The Regolith will provide air support for the ground teams during the mission. You may signal from either an airstrike or a supply drop. To designate a target, you will use a special radar gun. Aim at the position you want the strike to hit and activate the weapon. A shell will then be fired at the designated position. There are two different weapons available to you. The yellow airstrike gun will drop a powerful bomb at the designated position. The green supply gun will drop a container at the designated position. Upon successful landing, the container will deploy 2 resupply drones and an automated turret gun that will fire at nearby hostiles. The weapon will be made available to you from a special container at the mission area. Use the resources granted to you to complete the mission. We fixed artillery cannons onto CF-class transports. These land battleships will transport the cannons to their designated points. Are you sure that the transport's good for this? We don't use the land ships on the front line. They aren't made for fighting. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that we forgot to consult Orant's most brilliant strategist when planning the operation. I believe that you are not of sufficient rank to criticize my plans. You should be reporting to the hangar. Move along now and don't let me catch you running your mouth during my briefing again. Can you believe this guy? What kind of complex does he have? That's how it's supposed to be in the military. We've just been spoiled rotten by Arno. Now come on, let's get moving. They're gonna flip if we're late. Alright, new robot that I cannot buy. I cannot buy the Saprolite because I don't have the money for him. So I will instead bring the Mirabilis Commander type. Flamethrower Burst Gun. I think, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure the Burst Gun is... Oh, I know, it is just a burst rifle. What am I thinking? I'm just gonna bring the TAC missile. Can I bring the cannon? I cannot bring the cannon. I exceed limit, damn. Alright, fine. We're gonna go back to the Belerica. Get out here, cannon. Yeah! Start! I don't like aiming, and I like shooting bombs. Alright, there's the Regolith. On the move. Or at least I think... Yeah, that's the Regolith. It's got the thrusters go. Jesus, that is bright. I apologize. The Regolith is in position. All units commence operation. I think I can do that. So I'm pretty sure I just got to keep these things safe for long enough. Alright, air support. Yeah, look at that, I dropped a bomb. Bang! Bang! There's a very good reason why I brought the cannon, because it just kills bugs. Don't touch my cannon. I need this. There it is. Boop. Piss off. Okay, I may have brought the wrong weapons for this. But at least I can kill a bunch of bugs very quickly. And maybe I should have brought the first gun. Psych, this cannon's just too much fun. Look at that! There was a bunch of bugs, and now there isn't a bunch of bugs. The cannon, everybody. I do need some ammo, though. And maybe some health. Bang! I just wish I was allowed to bring two cannons, so I could, like, mag dump one, switch to the other, mag dump it, switch it back to the first one after it's reloaded. And just have a grand old day. Just have a grand old time doing it that way. Bang. Explosion. Explosion. I do really enjoy shooting these bugs from this far away. It's surprisingly fun. Are you the... Which one are you? I don't know. Oh, that's the resupply. Alright. Ding! Resupply! And the turret is just going to hang out here for a little bit. I don't think... if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure that the turret only lasts for a certain period of time. Also, where did all my other GBs go? What are you guys doing over there? There's an entire horde coming this way. Bang. Bang. It's also not very good at shooting, but, you know, it's trying. What does it say on the back of it? I don't think we're going to be able to find out. We're not going to get the no. Oh, well. That's upsetting. I just want to read, even though I can't read. Bang! Bang! More dead bugs. I love killing bugs. And yes, we do have to do this for the next 2 minutes. I think I can call in another one. And by another one, I mean another supply drop. I don't think this one explodes after I get it. Nope, it gets to stay. Cool. Bonk. Alright, cannon time. There's a bunch of bugs I want to get rid of. I may have been shooting my teammate, but I don't think he cares. I'm pretty sure he's invincible. I do love watching the bugs just fly everywhere. I also wasn't paying attention. You get off my ships. I need these. You know what? We're gonna call in a bomb. On that guy. That one bug right there. That one specifically. Fuck that one. I don't like this big thing. I'm killing it. It's dead. I don't like you either. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure that guy fired, or the bug with the gray bubbles on its back. I'm pretty sure it fires swarm missiles, I guess is the best way I can describe them. They fly. They're homing, organic homing missiles is the simplest way I can put it. It looks like everybody's dead. Where'd everybody go? Calling in a third one. Yeah, it looks like, you know, high explosives won the day. Swarm density is increasing at the strike zone. We're ready to begin the firing sequence. Preparing to fire the main cannon. Launch code accepted. Safety lock cleared. Ready to fire. Fire. Direct hit on the Letapid cluster. Scanners show no movement within 400 meters of the strike zone. Overall swarm density has been decreased by 92%. Good. Mission accomplished. All units prepared for Phase 2. Alright, there we go. Mission complete. You love to see it. I love winning missions. I love shooting bugs. That is a lot of bugs that I killed. I definitely splattered a ton of bugs there. Can I make that go faster? Oh yeah. 176 bugs splattered. For a total of 20,000 extra credits. Sick. We've managed to remove most of the Letapids around the city in a single strike. The way to the city is now open. It won't be long until we have it taken back. I'd like to give special mention to the leader of the Talon Squad. It's reported that the area was especially well defended. However, it seems that you have an attitude problem in your squad. I caught your squad mate running his mouth during the briefing. Keep your squadron under control, and you'll make a great asset for us. Dismissed. Alright, there we go. That is, the Letapids, you know, bombed a little bit. So I'm going to go. Hope you all enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye, everybody. It's been a ton of fun.